I knew of him. It wasn't like I nobody told me that. Yeah, you was an immaculate conception. You
I
know,
know.
but it wasn't like there was a picture on the wall. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I was told that he died in the war or some bullshit.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying no,
It wasn't like that at
it was
all.
just like yeah, you got a dad. Oh, okay. Anything else you want to tell me about it?
Yeah.
No, not
No,
really.
that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. You know, fill in the blanks, make up whatever you want to make up. Yes, we will. Well, anyway, you can go ahead and hit that now. So, welcome everybody to the TMC4JMC show. I'm your boy TMC, and yeah. First off, happy Juneteenth, everybody. It was yesterday.
Happy Juneteenth.
Hey, baby, this is my baby. I love my baby.
Oh, my babes.
You know, I super love my baby. You know, lately because there's been a reason to kind of
Yeah,
you know be in the mix. You know what I'm
that's right.
saying? And talk with the people that you care about and share and reach out to the people that you care about. Now is the time to do that. You know, some crazy stuff going on right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've had time to say, "Hey, look at us, look at this," and I think now it's time to now share some information, even more so,
Yeah.
and not in the information of you just don't understand, you just don't understand. But hey, come on, let's look at
Right.
some history,
Mm-hmm.
together.
Let's
Let's teach and
let's
grow together.
learn something together.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let us rewrite the school books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's rewrite history. You know what I'm saying?
Correctly.
Rewrite it correctly. Exactly. Well, let's tell it. Tell it like it is. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
like the truth, but then if you're fighting for these things, then do you really like the truth? Do you really want the truth?
Exactly. Then what are you
So
fighting for?
so so yeah. So um, although that's not what I wanted to start the show with, though. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing okay. I'm
Cool,
hanging in there.
cool, cool. Yeah, we were just watching this Trump rally, and it's a little disturbing to say the least.
I found it very disturbing.
Um, what I wanted to start off with is, for starters, tomorrow's Father's Day,
Mm-hmm.
and happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there, to every father in my family, to my father, um, and just to your father,
Yep.
to my brother-in-law, to my cousins, to
Yep.
just to everybody.
Happy Father's Day to my TMC.
Thank you, baby. And it's important as well because in this time, Black lives are are in the news right now. They're in the media, and the thing that a lot of these guys that were murdered were fathers. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the one thing you're hearing about is that they're good fathers.
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of the past few episodes, we've been, trying to break down myths.
Right.
And one of the myths is that that black men don't prefer to be fathers,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really untrue
It's
because
very untrue.
because for every person that you have that might not be raising their child, you then have a a man that may step in and raise a child that isn't his.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll raise four children that isn't his or several children that isn't his,
And it's that's not hard to do. I
It's not,
mean,
what I'm saying? Exactly. It's not hard to find a guy
no.
that is doing that. So, and while they might not be in their kid's life, could have a ton of reasons. And some of those reasons could be part of what's going on in society right now and what
Right.
people are talking about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look, you know, the fact that a lot of broken homes are in these communities, it isn't a coincidence, a
Right.
coinky dinky. You know what I mean?
No.
And there's a cause to some of this, to some of the lifestyle, to some of the way that the community has been uplifted
Mm-hmm.
and down, and held down,
Downgraded. Yeah.
suppressed. So, I just wanted to give a little shout out to fathers in general, and just to kind of obviously the show isn't going to be a Father's Day show, but I do have a little gift. There's this dude He's kind of in the same business we are in. We met him a couple years ago at the first time we went out to record the Youngin in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the Fire Bar and Grill, and that was the first night we met Chemistry McNeil and the
Right.
Youngin and Sonny Way and all those dudes. And yeah, I think it was his tour, and his name is Big V. I believe on Instagram is Big V Sky Zone or something along those lines.
Big Sky Zone.
Big Sky Zone. Okay, Big Sky Zone.
Big. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Big V Sky Zone.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I had it right. So yeah, Big V Sky Zone. Check him out. He's in the same. He does what we do. He does podcasts. I believe he does interviews. He does music videos. He does music. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
and one of the things that another good thing about it is that look, I'm not. Nobody's my competition. Our competition in here. So I am all for shout outs to other people that are doing
Sure.
what we do. You
Yep.
know what I mean? It's
Support.
support, but not only that, it's part of the network. Like that's how we get to matter because we make each other, we matter to each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we matter to each other and not as just competition, but as colleagues and kinship, then as a whole, this underground black media that we're all in,
Absolutely.
or underground media, you know what I'm saying, will can sustain itself, can grow. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And why not support and collaborate?
Look, it's not like we fighting over viewers. The
No.
same person that views this shit can view my shit.
Exactly.
By all means, view your shit first and then come and check mine out. You know, as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's what it's all about. I believe he's like me. He's a father to a kid that one thing, you know, and I don't want to speak too much about this dude, but one of the beautiful things is in this business is that, you know, a lot of times you see artists, they're out dolo, they're out by themselves. And like us, we roll together. I don't really know the situation of him and his partner. I would love to talk to them one day on the show. But, you know, it was cool that, you know, we saw him out and we saw, I believe that was his wife.
I believe as we were told.
I don't want to speak if speaking
Yeah.
out of hand. I apologize, but she was there with him. They're an interracial couple like we are, and you know, she was his support system. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and that was dope. And I've seen things on his Instagram, his personal Instagram, where I believe, you know, he's raising a daughter that isn't his,
Okay.
and I believe now she's graduated from school.
So perfect example.
Perfect example. So congratulations to him and his family. Once again, if any of that information is incorrect, I apologize. But either way, the sentiment is still the same.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day. So anyway, this song is called "Forever Last Forever," and it's basically he's talking about, you know, being a father to a daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And I think it's important. So everybody, this is Big V Sky Zone with and Beast Johnson with "Forever Last Forever." Mm.
I just want to express my thoughts about a certain situation. I'm an emotional driven dude. Can I talk to y'all? If you can relate, please listen.
It got a northern feel to it. I kind of like it.
Please. I hate the fact that my wife got a baby father. He ain't never there, so that make her my daughter. Call sporadically, little conversation, a lot of awkward silence. Really saying Nathan, I drop jewels on her, give her real support. You buy her shoes, but you really trying to buy her heart. It really feel like she mine until you call. Real talk, dog, I wish you wouldn't call it off. Past mistakes make future heart aches. My dad did the same thing. This is when the cycle breaks. I'm at her game cheering. I give her discipline. You missed a birthday. Never mind Christmas. Years go by. You don't even try to visit. Quit your job, so that's more time to chase bitches. I was there when she first got her period. Nigga, I'm her daddy, period. You made my life much better. My parasol to stormy weather. There's no way I could forget you, cause forever lasts forever. Another fella made a mistake. But
It has a real old school feel to it.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Such a sweet taste forever lasts forever. Smoking weed, trying to clear my head. A weed nap stretched on the bed. Can't let the stress get to me. My kid.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's Big V and Beast Johnson, Forever Last Forever, and of course, sure, I think this song is directed obviously at I guess the natural father, the genetic father of this child, but it shows he's talking about the struggles that fathers go through as well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It ain't always just the mom who has to raise the child and that was
It
left
has
by
to
the guy.
deal with the baby mama
Yeah,
and all that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
they have to go through it too.
Men have to go through it as well, and men have to also come in and love that child the same way that child was there. So it doesn't matter what the issue is. If it's baby daddy, if it's school, if it's bully down the block,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Dads have to come in and do that. And any man that says, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be a dad, you know what I'm saying? Then big ups to them.
Sure.
Growing up myself, and that's something that the song also talks about. He didn't have his dad, growing up. At least that's what he touches on. So he had to break the cycle. Growing up, I wasn't raised by my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was a period in my life that I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And in time, but that was more from my mom. And she has her reasons for feeling the way she felt and doing
Right.
what she did.
Right.
The rest of my family, they would drop jewels and things like that. And when I would come down south, if he was around, everybody that was involved made accommodations so that I could see him or he could see me. You know what I'm saying?
Your dad's cool, dude.
Yeah, my dad is a cool dude. I definitely have a relationship with him now, and that's dope. And so,
That is pretty
once
cool.
again, the cycle it can always be broken at any time, and you can bend it into a different cycle. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Into a cycle where now, like I said, we have a relationship. I generally, care for him, and generally, and even though I don't see him that often, but that's just me personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see my mom that often. I don't see anybody that often. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it's important to have a relationship with your line,
Right.
and it's important to have a dad in your life when you can, and even if that dad is a mom, a uncle, a
Right.
brother, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, whomever that dad may be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, big up to you, you know what I'm saying,
Absolutely.
and yeah, and not for nothing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, finish your sentence.
And not for
I'll-
nothing, my dad was a combination of people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
my dad was Voltron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had like
And you had lots of uncles
lots of people who
and lots of aunts and grandmothers. You were lucky to have grandmother and a great grandmother at the same time.
I had lots of people who gave me just a little bit of what I needed
Yep.
to get what I needed. They dropped the gems on me, you know what I'm saying, here and there. So
Absolutely. And I was fortunate to grow up with my dad. But my kids, you know what I mean? I mean, they know their dad. They know they grew up, knowing their dad is who, their dad. But they knew they knew who their father was. I mean, we had a relationship, but you and I got together, they were so little, and they were raised here at home with us.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Jesus definitely, is my son for all intents and purposes.
Yep.
And all, references, whatever. And regardless, I think if he came from the seeds of my loins or not,
I hate that saying.
I think I would have still been in Jesus' life,
Oh, sure.
I would have been what I was for Jesus,
Oh, absolutely.
regardless. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, I just felt like I understood Jesus every step of the way,
Yep.
and I just, as long as I was steadfast in consistency with
Absolutely.
Jesus, I felt like, okay, then that would give him at least that. Like, okay, Thomas can be a little bit irritable, but he's consistent.
Yeah.
When he tells me things, he's consistent in the notions in which he's telling me, and he shows me examples in other situations where, okay, I didn't heed his advice and this is what happened, or
Oh,
he,
absolutely.
you know,
I mean, he turned into an amazing person,
Jesus is a great
extremely
kid.
independent,
He's
great
just a great
man.
kid, and I have no doubt that if he ever decides to become a father one
Yep.
day, he would be a good guy.
And then after we were done raising them, I guess you didn't feel like it was enough. So, we got a few dogs and a few cats and a few pigs and a
Yeah.
few dragons
Yeah,
and
congratulations to all those fathers out there to pets
to
as well.
pets. Exactly.
That's
I
definitely
also want
important.
to say happy Father's Day to my son-in-law, Tyler, who gave me my beautiful grandson, my baby
Yeah,
Jax.
happy Father's
And
Day.
also happy Father's Day to cousin Mikey,
Mm-hmm.
because he is raising 3 or 4 girls,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
from his wife's previous relationship, and he came into their lives while they were,
Which
I'm saying already, they weren't babies, so
and he
that
has a
that
son
takes a
of he
lot.
has a son of his own.
And he has a son of his own. Absolutely.
A good kid.
Yeah.
Anthony's a
Amazing kid. I
good,
love that boy.
good, humble
That's my
dude,
boy
man.
Anthony right there.
And so, shout out to Anthony.
He's
And
got his own Instagram now. So
yeah, and also the cool thing about my cousin Mikey is that if you had to go back and ask, everybody would bet against Mikey
Oh, yes.
doing this.
yeah.
Everybody, like, no matter what you might have thought of Mikey in terms of Mikey might be a little self-centered, he might be this, he might be that. In the end, he showed everybody that, nah, bro, there are some things that are important to me. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not important to me.
Exactly.
And so because of that, hats off to that's not even a salute. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So look, I'm watching
Yeah.
you.
Well, my my mic is here, and I can't be all like.
Yeah.
I know, right? See, now look at it. Now, we might have to end up going to break because I done beat up my microphone. Sorry.
Oh my god.
That ain't a great Father's
would-
Day example.
You want to be all silly and bring the house down.
Yeah, that's not a great Father's Day example. Beating up the microphone. And sometimes, as a father, you got to get a little crazy, man.
Yep.
I mean, I was lucky enough to not have to really. I wasn't a hands-on father in terms of like beating and spanking, and luckily, I never really had to. Man, I was able to just be like just serious with my kids, and it's like, come on, guys, not plead with them, but like, look, let's not go to where you want to go. Stop doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
and they generally understood.
Yeah. They understood.
But there was a couple clean your room situations.
Oh my gosh.
That
The whole dirty laundry on the floor
yeah,
thing.
exactly. There's a couple of those that what I'm saying, things could have got a little crazy, but ultimately, getting to even Taylor. Taylor's
He's awesome.
he's a good kid.
Yeah.
I have no. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I think Taylor is at least he knows his rhythm. You know what I mean? And sometimes in life, that is you can't ask for anything more than to know your rhythm. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And to know just who you are, and or at least what you like, what you enjoy,
Yeah.
what makes you tick. And I think he knows what makes him tick.
Yep.
Now he might have his moments where he's trying to figure out how that can best suit him. You know what I'm saying? How he can maneuver through life in his way. You know what I'm saying? But
But he can.
yeah, he will figure it out.
Yeah.
He has figured it out,
Absolutely.
and I have no doubt that
Oh, he's gonna go far. He's got great personality. He's funny.
Taylor can do anything he
Yeah,
wants. He can
absolutely.
do anything he wants, and that's my shout out to him is just do whatever it is that you want to do, and hopefully I can show him that yeah, that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he sees that, oh fuck, if my dad can do it, then hey, I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Which is true. You know, if I can do anything that I want, then bro, you can totally do anything that you want.
Yeah, and
You
he
you
likes trying a lot of the things that you do, though. Remember that time for Halloween? He dressed as you,
yeah.
the hoodie.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you looking all bummy? Oh, it's you.
Oh, dressed as you. I got my hoodie on.
And I kind of got it too. I was like,
He took that picture and he was like,
Yeah. I was like,
I know.
And I was like,
I
okay.
thought that was super
I was
cute.
like, okay, I got it, man. I got it, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, he's the upgraded version of me. He's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If
He's TMC 2.0.
2.0, I mean, yeah, I don't want to shit on anything, but yeah, he's a good kid,
He is. He's awesome.
great kid,
Love
and
that kid.
yeah, that's no bullshit.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I didn't have too much of activity or influence in Rosie, but ultimately, she and her partner have their own child now, and I have no doubt that she's going to be a good mother.
Yep.
And once again, I wish. While Tyler, I don't know much of him about him. When I met him, he seemed like a cool dude. He's welcome in my orbit anytime,
Yeah.
for what it's worth. And
No, they're good. They're a cute family.
and I have nothing but high hopes for them as well. Genesis, just to kind of like go
Top it
through
off.
go through the mix.
Finish them all off.
Yeah. I wasn't intending on doing a riff for them. In fact, it wasn't even about me. But I figured, hey, once we started kind of talking about my dad, might as well talk about
Might
my
as well,
kids.
yeah.
So, as far as Genesis go, while I missed several years, over that, and hey, maybe there was a dude that was in my place during those years,
Yep.
singing
sure.
that song for forever, last forever, But I'm here, and I've been here for a while,
Yep.
and it's been a ride.
It sure has.
And I'm looking forward to another ride. Genesis is the daughter I never had. And the more that I got to know her, the more she became the daughter that I always wanted, but I never had.
Right.
Like regardless of any issues in terms of sure, Genesis could be a little stubborn. She can be a little self-centered, but you know what? So can I.
I was going to say Apple doesn't fall that far.
Exactly. And when I see that in her, it creates a little bit of a connection. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. As a father, I want to help her through that because I see it. I know where it can. Hey, trust me, that superpower is going to help you in the future. But right now, you kind of have to play a little differently.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even Superman got thrown the glasses.
Yeah.
Spider-Man got to take the shit off. You know what I mean? Just walk on the ground. He can't be everywhere. So yeah, but when I see certain things in her, certain traits, when she says certain things, yeah, I'm just like, wow, that's my daughter.
That's your kid.
Yeah, exactly. And in my head, I have a checklist of what the perfect daughter is for me.
Right.
And Genesis checks like 90% of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the stuff that she doesn't check is really is no one's fault. It's just the time that we haven't had to nurture those
and the
things.
time that you've missed. Yeah, the time that you missed
Exactly.
is a big deal, but
Exactly. So
she's a good kid and she's growing.
she's a great kid. She's growing into a beautiful woman, and hopefully over the years we can check all those checks, and hopefully I can check whatever checks she has for her dad.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so So that's the Bambinos.
Yep.
So we are going to take a break here. I think it's
You want some
time.
wine?
Yeah, it's time for a fill up.
Yeah.
So let's just take a little quick 5-minute, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
See you soon.
Peace.
Like I'm talking like late 70s, early 80s.
In the place to be. In the place to be.
It's like, hello, 1981 call. They want their beat back.
TMC is the place to be. What? I get funky on the mic. What? Oh man. Alrighty. Yeah, it is a little 80s
80s hip hop.
80s hip
Rap.
hop, or like 90s West Coast vibe, like but early 90s. Like I can see like DJ Quick,
Yeah,
flexing on
exactly.
something like this. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
I'm glad you saw what I was throwing out there.
Yeah, I feel your vibe. you know your beats.
I think so.
You know your beats.
I think I'm pretty good with those.
Beats by JMC.
Yep, coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon.
Keep checking out Hidden Closet.
I had to get a refill during the break.
You got your wine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the ones we got from wines.com?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a nice little red.
Yep, we put that. Yeah. I think that wines.com is pretty cool. They got some good selections on there. And we are lucky enough to now be able to offer some coupon codes to some of our interested parties out there in our
word?
closet. Yep, absolutely. I think we've never been the bougie type where we join a wine club and we pay like hundreds of dollars for these wines and stuff like that. Actually, these are really great wines at really good prices. Right now we're
Delivered to your door.
delivered to your door, corona free, contactless wine delivery. And for new customers, if you use our new promo code new 2020, you'll get 20% off.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, your first order. So that's NEW2020. And check out Hidden Closet. You'll see the link on there for wine.com. We have some great sales on there, or they have some great sales on there, like 50% off.
Now you really
Some
firing
wines.
through
Oh
this.
my gosh, because I love being able to save money on things that we buy so often.
I can tell you got your notes, because normally you're like freestyling them, but this one you're like.
It's so new right now that I'm so excited about it.
Okay.
you
All right.
know?
Well, wine.com. I'm excited about it because I like wine.
Yes, and yeah, I don't like wine, but I like getting it at a good price. You know,
And while
I feel like I've accomplished something.
And while I don't mind going to a store, to be honest, with this lockdown,
Yeah.
getting it delivered at the door is great. But I
Right.
have gotten it delivered at the door even prior to this with other companies. But wine.com is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And, well, excuse me, they're bleeping awesome. And yeah, so go to Hidden Closet and
Yep, click on
Yeah.
there and you'll get some great deals.
wine.com.
Wine.com. Drink up.
Drink up.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Well, right now you have no choice but to drink responsibly because you're not supposed to go anywhere. So just drink.
Yeah, do what you do. I mean, I don't know what to tell people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of like
Have a glass of wine, sit back, listen to some good music, chill.
listen to some good music, talk about some cool things.
Yep. Listen to TMC4JMC show, catch up on the newest. Hey guys, to watch more T4J content, log on to TMC4JMC.com and don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe down below.